Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure as Chancellor to welcome you all here today. I'm sure we're in for a splendid ceremony, and I need to formally declare this degree congregation open. And now for a moment, would you please be seated?
Honoured guests, parents, families, and of course, graduating students. Today is a very special day, one of the most memorable in your lives. And as President and Vice-Chancellor, I'm delighted to welcome you here to this degree congregation. We're together to celebrate years of hard work, which have culminated in you receiving a degree. This is no mean feat, and you should be proud that you've graduated from one of the best universities in the country. It's a very special day for you, and my part in it is relatively small. It's a wonderful celebration for your parents and loved ones, as well as for academic colleagues who've taught you either in person or through distance learning. As I was preparing what I might say today, I asked a few colleagues what I should include, and all I was given was a list of don'ts. Don't make it too long, don't make it too short, and don't ask for any more money. Hence, I decided in my short, you'll be pleased to hear, address, I would give you a couple of truths, say a little bit about the significance of your degree, and give 3 notes of thanks at the end. The first truth is that you cannot comprehend just how proud your parents and loved ones are of you today. Of course you know they're proud, but the depth of that feeling will only become obvious to you once your role is reversed, and you're sitting out there celebrating your own children stepping up to get their degrees. It really is a momentous day, culmination of years of education and the beginning of new careers, global travels, or for some, perhaps, postgraduate study. It marks the end of years of hard work and is the beginning of the next phase of your lives. The second truth is that you cannot yet appreciate the importance of your education, the skills you've acquired, and the ability it's given you to question, critique, debate, influence, and innovate. University education is not about regurgitating facts. It's about challenging them, about solving problems, about seeking to use these skills to go on to make a difference. Yes, you have the ability to answer exam questions, you'll have some letters after your name, and you'll earn larger salaries as a result. But much more importantly, you walk out of here equipped to face up to a range of challenges. We live in testing times. Economic instability, cuts to public services, climate change, an aging population, conflict in many parts of the world. It's your generation who will have to deal with these challenges. And we hope that the knowledge and skills you've acquired here at Leicester will equip you to do so effectively. Not the detailed knowledge that you furiously scribbled down in those exams, much of which, if you're honest, you've probably forgotten already, but the ways of thinking, the thirst for innovative understanding, and the desire to improve the lot of those around you. It's important in today's difficult times that we recognise the value of higher education in the UK and the specific contribution that this university makes. Universities as a whole contribute around £70 billion each year into economic growth. And they're the third biggest export industry the UK has. We generate more income through training international students than the aircraft or pharmaceutical industries. Over 80% of new jobs are created in the UK by 2020 will be in occupations with high percentages of graduate students. Specifically for our university, we're a leading university in the top 1% of universities worldwide. We put around £750 million each year into the local economy. And for every 100 people we employ in this university, and we employ thousands, 120 jobs are created in the local community. 6 months after graduation, something like a quarter of you will still be living in the city, using your skills that you've gained from the university and helping the local workforce. So we could be very proud of our achievements, both as a university and as a higher education sector more broadly. Of course, providing world-leading education is a major part of what we do, and it's the reason for us being here today. But Leicester also has a very strong reputation for its research. This was highlighted with the award of a Queen's Anniversary Prize for Higher and Further Education in 2014. These are biennial awards, and they're a highly prestigious part of the UK honours system. A prize winner must be able to demonstrate outstanding work at world-class level to receive one of these awards, and in 2 decades, the university has had 3, one in physics, one in genetics, and now, perhaps unsurprisingly, we've been given an award for the discovery of Richard III, a project that the Guardian newspaper called one of the most successful UK university media operations ever. A wonderful detective story which involves scientists from many disciplines not only finding the bones in the first place, but using DNA and genealogy to prove that they really were the bones of a king who ruled 500 years ago. And some of you may have seen the scoop in the Independent newspaper that the University of Leicester will be changing its name to King Richard University, that the student bar will be renamed Carnage at Bosworth, and that a university source was quoted as saying, "Our research shows that up to 10% of people in some countries aren't aware that it was the University of Leicester that found the body, or the skeleton, of Richard III, so changing our name is the natural next step." Of course, attentive readers amongst you will have seen that that article went out on April the 1st. Of course, while Richard III has been so very prominent, there are numerous other world-class examples of research conducted every day in this university. Recent examples that came across my desk include a cure for malaria. People in our toxicology unit have been working on a new way of fighting this disease, using specific drugs which kill the malaria parasite and potentially offer the opportunity for curing a terrible disease. A mission to Mercury, an instrument designed and built by our scientists in our space centre, will help to unlock the secrets of Mercury's surface. It's going to be shipped from our space centre to the European Space Agency and will be launched in 2017. And a lung cancer breath test. Leicester respiratory experts are trialling a potentially groundbreaking approach to detecting lung cancer in its early stages. It's not invasive, it's relatively cheap, and it could double detection by 2020, saving up to 10,000 lives, and £250 million of NHS money. The list could go on and on. These are just simply a few of the examples of the sorts of work that the people who are teaching you are engaged in on a daily basis. You'll be pleased to know that I'm coming near to the end of my address, but I did say I wanted to give 3 notes of thanks. First, I started my speech by saying how proud your family will have been to be here today and see you graduate. And their support and encouragement is a huge factor in your university experience. Some of you will have funded yourselves, while other families may have contributed, but more importantly, it's the moral and emotional support that they've given you during your university experience. Second, we should thank all of the university staff who supported, cajoled and encouraged you through the years. Universities are only as good as their staff. And for this group of staff, it's been a great privilege to educate you. Our academic colleagues are passionate about teaching. They love to engage with students and help you learn new ways of thinking about the world around you. But as I mentioned above, they are also researchers. They're creators of knowledge, as well as people trusted to pass that knowledge on. And it's when this leading-edge research is integrated into teaching that they really have the ability to inspire. But finally, it's important for us to thank you, the students, who play a vital role in helping us learn more about the subjects we love. Through engaging with bright students, academics think deeply about the stories they're telling, refining their ideas about how the world around us works or doesn't. So thanks to you for giving us the privilege of educating you over the last few years. We hope that you'll want to stay in touch. In 6 months' time, you'll receive a survey from us asking you how you're getting on. And if you're currently looking for further study or employment, please remember that as a Leicester graduate, you'll continue to have free access to our award-winning career development service. They offer a range of specialist support. Just go to the website and you'll learn more about all the various opportunities that are available there for you. You're joining, or perhaps continuing as, the alumni of a successful institution. And our alumni office will be very keen to engage with you as ambassadors for the university and to keep you in touch with our latest developments. We hope you will be very proud of your own achievements. We hope you'll also be proud of this institution. Education and the wisdom it imparts really is valuable beyond the simple financial benefit that it brings. You must realise that while you're graduating from Leicester, your education should continue into the future. It's far from over. We've simply helped guide you along this path for a few years, and you, like us up here on the stage, still have much to learn. I congratulate you on the degrees you've obtained. I wish you an enjoyable day, and on behalf of the whole university, I wish you every success in your future lives and careers. Congratulations.
Professor Michael Batty was born in Liverpool. Liverpudlians of a certain age will proudly tell you which one of the Beatles went to their grammar school. John Lennon was already a pupil at Quarry Bank High School when Michael entered the school. Michael enjoyed all subjects, but pupils at the age of 14 were divided into two streams: the arts stream taking classics, languages and history, and the science stream taking physics, chemistry and biology. Michael was slightly better at history and geography than at physics and biology, so he was directed towards the arts stream. However, he was not really happy with this early specialization. Talking over careers with his parents, Michael was advised, be a town planner and you will always have a job. At an interview with his headmaster before applying to university, Michael announced confidently that he wanted to apply to Manchester University to do town and country planning. The headmaster inquired what Michael knew of the subject, and the reply came back that Michael knew nothing of the subject, but that he enjoyed technical drawing. The headmaster sent him away to read Sir Patrick Abercrombie's book on town and country planning. Professor Abercrombie was the undisputed authority on planning, and his book for the layman was exactly what Michael needed. He read it with great enthusiasm and was hooked on planning as his chosen subject. Michael was interviewed at Manchester University by Roy Kantorowicz and George Chadwick, two experts in the planning field. Michael responded well to questions, but when he was asked where he would like to live when he came to Manchester, he replied that he would have to ask his dad, who was outside. So the interviewers asked him in. So here we have it. Michael's father was interviewed with his son by the head of department and his deputy. And Michael's father had even parked his car in the departmental car park. As a Manchester planning undergraduate, Michael learned statistics, highway engineering, civil design, economics, planning, law, and much more. He soon realized that planning was made up of two different worlds of science and design. Planning was indeed the ultimate interdisciplinary field, and Michael slowly began to formulate his own ideas on making this subject a rigorous academic discipline. At the end of his degree, Michael was taken on as a PhD student and paid as a junior academic. He met his wife, Susan, also a planning student, during the course. Michael enjoyed being at the cutting edge of planning research under the guidance of George Chadwick. Towards the end of his Manchester years, Michael published his first paper in the Journal of the Town Planning Institute. Moving to the University of Reading in 1969, he joined an active research group of Peter Hall. Michael was appointed lecturer in 1972 and produced his first book on urban modelling in 1976. Proximity to Heathrow Airport ensured that a stream of continental visitors came to Reading, and Michael was able to make contact with researchers in the USA and Canada who were all advanced in the modelling of complex structures of cities. In 1979, Michael was appointed Professor of Planning at the University of Wales Institute of Science and Technology in Cardiff. Under his guidance, successful teaching and research in the field of planning was established by some excellent staff appointments and by training a number of PhD students who went on to highly successful careers. The research focus was the application of computer graphics to planning and the consequences for understanding the complex multivariable problems of how cities function. During these Cardiff years, Michael received his PhD in 1984. Next came a move to New York State University, where he became director of the National Science Foundation Center for Geographic Information and Analysis. Research became even more interdisciplinary, and as the ideas of cellular complexity, artificial life were applied to modeling cities as examples of self-organizing structures. In 1994, Michael published a major book on fractile cities based on these groundbreaking ideas. In 1995, Michael returned to the UK to take up a chair in University College London. It was a joint appointment between the Department of Geography and the Bartlett School of Planning. Michael's research continued, and he founded the Centre of Advanced Spatial Analysis, known as CASA. Michael Batty has been at the forefront in the use of new technologies in contemporary planning practice and urban theory. His book, The New Science of Cities, draws together these ideas of quantitative modelling of cities and how it affects the human condition of the 50% of the world's population who live in cities today. Michael estimates that this will rise to 100% by the end of the century. Over the years, Michael has maintained good contact with the staff at the University of Leicester. He has also been an external examiner for the MSc in Geographic Information Systems. Michael is a Fellow of the Academy of Social Sciences, the British Academy, and the Royal Society. This is indeed an amazing achievement, as different bodies of world-class work are required for each fellowship. Michael has received a long list of awards for his work. The most recent is the 2015 Founders Medal of the Royal Geographic Society for the development and promotion of geographic models of cities. Previous winners of this medal include David Livingstone, Captain Robert Scott, and Sir David Attenborough. In 2004, Michael was awarded a CBE for his services to geography. Mr. Chancellor, on the authority of the Senate and Council, I present Michael Batty that you may confer on him the degree of Doctor of Laws.
Congratulations to you. Congratulations to you. It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Dr. Jenkins, for those very interesting words. This is a great honour for me to be awarded a Doctor of Laws. I don't think I'm a fellow of any legal society, but I'm intrigued by the title Doctor of Laws. But it's great that a number of people here in the university nominated me in this sense, so thank you for this great honour. Let me say a few things about Leicester and geographical information science. But first of all, let me say that I was trained really as an architect and planner at Manchester in the 1960s. And during those years, there were certain iconic buildings. And the iconic building we were introduced to was Sir James Stirling's engineering building here on the campus. And of course, over the years, I found out that Sir James Stirling also went to the same grammar school, Quarry Bank, as myself and John Lennon. In that context. So if you look in Wikipedia, then you'll see that. So one of the messages, I think, in this context is all of you should look back in 40 years' time or 10, 20, 30, 40 years' time at your contemporaries in your schools and so on, and you will, I think, find a lot of interesting kind of career developments in that sense. Okay, let me say something about Leicester. Obviously, I was well aware of Leicester because of James Stirling in the 1960s, but in the 1970s, Leicester Geography Department had some very specific quantitative geography. In this sense, Professor Dave Unwin was here at that sense, and indeed it was quite an important and has remained an important, increasingly important development within the Department of Geography. In the mid-1980s, geographic information science, and I should say just a little bit about geographic information science, it's the application of computers, of course, to geographical things, and that means data, it means information, and we live in a world of big data at the present time. Geographic information systems was really established here. The first course was actually here in the mid-1980s. Dave Unwin and indeed Dave Maguire, who then went off after 8 years as running that course. He was running the GIS course. He went off to ESRI, which is one of the biggest companies in the world. He went to the United States. That's a billion-dollar company that relates to Google and Microsoft and so on in GIS, etc. And then he moved back, again, an illustrious alumni, at least a faculty, illustrious faculty, moved back, and he is the Vice-Chancellor of the University of Greenwich. I should say that the geographers among you, if you actually look at geography sort of nationwide in that sense, we'll find a lot of Vice-Chancellors are trained as geographers. So our own Vice-Chancellor here, Paul Boyle, is a population geographer, etc. Even your Vice-Chancellor, your Vice-Provost, Kevin over there, knows a little bit about geography. So this is an important area. I should, and I'm going on a bit, but let me just finish by saying that there are lots of people who've come out of Leicester Geographical Information Science. A number of quite eminent professors, Joe Wood, Jason Dykes, Rob Kitchen, etc., young but dynamic in that sense, and also people of established companies. The Vice-Chancellor said earlier on that one of the key issues at the moment is to turn what we learned in terms of world-class science and arts and so on, and the social sciences, into usable ideas, etc. And one of the main ways to do that is to actually, to some extent, commercialize them or make them useful to a wider constituency. And indeed, when I was external examiner on the MSc course in the late 1990s, David Mountain, who now works for a company in London called Transport APIs, founded, in fact, 5 or 6 years ago, an important company providing transport information, Oyster card information and so on, transport timetables, part of the new world, really, of geographic information. I'll finish at that point, but let me just say again, thank you for this honour. And it's an honour, I think, that is as much for the field of geographical information science in particular and geography in general, and indeed for all our colleagues who've helped me in this particular quest. Thank you.
Will all graduates please stand?
On the authority of the Senate, I admit all candidates, both present and absent, for the several degrees for which you are presented. And now, please, in a moment or two, you really will be invited up onto the stage.
Mr. Chancellor, as head of the College of Medicine, Biological Sciences and Psychology, I present the following candidates for their degrees. For the degree of Doctor of Medicine, Christopher Avery. Ugochukwu Ihedioda. Amruta Kumar. Noor Mohammed. Dharmesh Patel. Andrew Ruddock. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Nima Abbasian. Oluwajoba Adekoke. Noor Al-Kafan. Noof Al-Said. Harindra Amara Singh. Akanshka Bafna. Rodrigo Barman. Christopher Benton. Mark Bird. Sean Bruton. Thong Kao Hui. Kamaldeep Chana. Leonardo de Candia. Osama Etboli. Sean Evans. Winner of the College of Medicine, Biological Sciences and Psychology Prize for excellent PhD performance, Giorgio Fedeli. Yale Foot. Kairabi Haldar. Mahdi Hassanjani, sorry. Catherine Honeyford. Eva Horvath Papp. Ellie Karekla. Gurdeep Puna. Helen Lowe. Pierpaolo Massana Delsler. Palab Mujumla. Jamie Marshall. Jamie Martin del Campo Rios. Victoria McGowan. Nicola Portolano. Christine Prosser. Rebecca Richards. Victoria Robinson. Sarah Sabir. Jesvin Samuel. Michael Scream. Natalie Simmons. James Sinclair. Arvinder Singh. Sally Stinson. Kirk Taylor. Rachel Turner. Julie Vaggers. Andrew Willis. Jessica Wright. Saddam Yassin. Firas Yunus. For the degree of Master of Philosophy, Harry Holcomb. For the degree of Master of Science in Diabetes, Deborah Cook. Adama Okwu. Hina Trivedi. For the degree of Master of Science in Medical Statistics, Wilmar Eagle. For the degree of Master of Science in Pain Management, Mamata Anantha. Christina Goldberg. For the degree of Master of Arts in Integrated Provision for Children and Families in Early Years, Jane Brazil. Debbie Cooper. Denise Flood. Rosaline Gagumo Ebse Fombanu. Susan Gray. Brid Hickey. Catherine Inglis, Gemma Jackson, Patricia Kiernan, Janice Marriott, Sinead McCarville, Carol Medcalf, Samantha Newstead, Angela Russell, Terry Simpson, Sarah Vipond, Andrea Woodford. For the degree of Master of Arts in Social Work, Elizabeth Cowan. For the degree of Master of Arts in Social Care Studies, Alice Allen. For the degree of Bachelor of Sciences in Biological Sciences, Charlotte Adams. Georgina Allen. Thomas Alston. Nana Yai Amake. Kirsty Asante. Olawani Mifayenfun Bakare. Winner of the Henry Walter Bates Prize, Oliver Bell. Manini Bardwaj. Hiran Boparachichi. Daniel Boxall. Yagana Boinova. Lee Brannan. Megan Broughton. Alexandria Budd. Georgiana Butcher. Christian Cambridge. Harry Carr. Shanti Chahal. Benjamin Chalice. Thamula Karalampus. Danielle Charlton. Sophie Clough. Jessica Colley. Erica Colwell. Winner of the Peter Sneath Prize, Samuel Connolly. Louise Cook. Roy Cunnison. Winner of the Departmental Undergraduate Prize, Craig Davidson. Trudy Davis. Adrian Dawson. Jennifer Dawson. Winner of the Physiological Society Undergraduate Prize, the Novartis Second Year Module Prize, and the Cell Physiology and Pharmacology Experimental Prize, Bethany Denton. Laura Dezzoni. Sukraj Dosanjhi. Laura Elleray. Helena Emery. Anna Farrell. Rachel Feeney. Christopher Fell. Jenny Ferreira. Dane Giorgio. Bianca Gunawardana. Harriet Green. Sarah Harper. Emma Howe. Catherine Hawes. Ruxana Hock. Sarah Jaku. Anushka Jethwa. Daniel Jones. Maria Katsipi, Claire Kelly, Margaret Kaur, Hamdi Kula, winner of the Genetics Prize, Chun Lao, Abigail Lee, Sumant Lohana, Madia Mahmood, Krishnan Malhotra, Joshua Mallon, Rungani Manonji, winner of the Oxford University Press Achievements in Biosciences Prize, Danielle Marison, Isabel Mittick, Daniel Mouncer, Michele Nikweye, Noel Ng, Bethany Nichols, Samuel Nixon Eckersall, Abigail Nuttall, Ebele Chukwe Nkwendi, Manse Odedra, Rebecca Offer, Jennifer Okoye, Nuria Penda, Samuel Palmer, winner of the Cell Physiology and Pharmacology Experimental Prize, Elliot Parker, Luke Parker, Rosie Parnham, Bhavian Patel, Verity Peak, Aisha Perry Nathan, Bilal Kadura, Catherine Kearney, Jamal Raouf, Craig Richards, winner of the Cell Physiology and Pharmacology Experimental Prize, Amy Richardson, Katie Ridu, Indira Rincon Rodriguez, Hannah Roberts, Sarah Roberts, Babatundi Salau, Catherine Salmon, winner of the Cell Physiology and Pharmacology Analytical Project Prize, Robert Sarney, Lauren Saundon, Naomi Scarsbrook, Benjamin Simmons, Elliot Sipos, Richard Skells, Catherine Snowden, Sabiha Somji, Molly Spizik, Lamia Stevens, Jessica Stonestreet, Fahana Surti, Oliver Tardy, William Teese, William Thomas, Derek Chiang, Niveta Vamatevan, Thomas Fay, Alice Vishnaya, Alexander Walmsley, Emma Walsh, Joe Wanford, Harry Waterworth, Adam Woolley, Jack Woolley, Winner of the Departmental Undergraduate Prize, Timothy Wormel. Eleftheria Zylas. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences with a year abroad, Wilhelmina Assam. Sam Butler. Daniel Lee. Sangeta Mark. Christopher Spreckley. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences with a year in industry, and winner of the Margaret Wallace Henry Prize, the College of Medicine, Biological Sciences and Psychology Prize, and the Society of Biology Top Biosciences Student Award, James Walker. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Medical Biochemistry, Bethany Clark. Stephanie Forrest. Sadif Khan. Rebecca Lamb. Kausa Limbada. Hu Lun. Louis Manders. Martin Morkos. Chengete Moyu. Joanna Ochugu. Olodumilade Odetugun. Shyam Patel. Tipafa Sanatu. Kaiser Shah. Winner of the Medical Biochemistry Prize and the Departmental Undergraduate Prize, Caroline Shark. Melissa Stewart. Sutit Sunapwal. Antonella Tabasso. Oyinye Umayor. Katie Wall. Manusha Wiranante. Eleanor Yabsley. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Medical Genetics, Rosewan Adegoyan. Aldo Bader. Anna Marie Critchley. Winner of the Oxford University Press Achievements in Biosciences Prize, Alexander Darcy. Isla Evans. Carolina Friedrichska. Rebecca Horn. Zora Lashley. Ekenechukwu Oke Odia. Vasiliki Papageorgiou. Ajit Sagu. Tina Siddiqui. Emma Sterling. Niskan Odofia. Katie Walker. Robert Wilkinson. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Medical Microbiology, Oseratin Adkin. Benjamin Armstrong. Peter Bancroft. Kenneth Condon. Rebecca Cullen. Winner of the Medical Microbiology Prize, Samuel Foster. Adama Fuller. Jack Griffiths. Albert Coomson. Lauren Richards. Benjamin Oliver Savage. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Medical Microbiology with a year abroad, Jasmine Ahmed. Angelika Ibrahim. Jenna Lam. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Medical Physiology, Sina Abul-Razga. Joshua Adebiyi. Janine Adeldeji. Kanilde Adalikan. Nazis Admani. Ramila Asfari. Winner of the Novartis Best Student in Third Year Pharmacology Prize and the Departmental Medical Physiology Prize, Ayesha Ali. Shireen Baban. Ashwin Bandari. Winner of the Novartis Second Year Module Prize, Daniel Dalmay. Diana Damianova. Chat Dangata. Marcus Ditchburn Souza. Jennifer Francis. Kenny Howe. Gregory Hurd. Daniel Holland. Harjavanjit Kera. Anna Mason. Sarah McCarthy. Ian Rhodes. Fern Robertson. Amsal Sani. Francesca Tonini. Ashni Vidana Gamage. And for the degree of Bachelor in Science in Medical Physiology with a year abroad, Sarinda Hassanat.
Anita Linsell is a self-made businesswoman whose career was based primarily in the steel industry. She began her working life in banking with the Netherlands Bank of South Africa, now Nedbank, and worked in their offices both in London and in Johannesburg. On her return to the UK and after a brief period with the Foreign Office, she moved into investment banking and was later drawn into the world of international marketing, where she spent most of her career. During that time, she held senior executive positions with multinational companies. In 1980, Anita Linsell set up her own international marketing company, supplying steel products and agricultural machinery to territories in Africa. Maiduguri in northern Nigeria is currently very much in the spotlight as Boko Haram tries to make it one of its strongholds. Anita first visited that town in the 1980s, introducing new techniques to the farmers of that arid landscape, and she is now very concerned about the welfare of that area. She was a pioneering businesswoman working in a sector that would have been perceived as very much a man's world. She established the first Anglo-Japanese trading operation in London on a joint venture basis. Similar initiatives with major Indian and African companies followed. International business necessitates travel, but in Anita's case, it gave her a passion for travel that has continued throughout her life. Her travels have extended to both ends of the earth, searching for polar bears in the Arctic and in the Southern Ocean, walking in Shackleton's footsteps on the final sector of his journey across South Georgia. Shackleton's spirit of exploration appeals deeply to Anita, so when she realized she would be able to visit his grave on South Georgia she took along a stone from her garden to leave beside his gravestone, so creating a moving personal tribute across the generations in one of the most remote places on earth. In less remote places, Anita has been able to indulge her passion for art, and over the years she has assembled a fine international collection of paintings, sculptures, and bronzes. In another passion appropriate to one with a pronounced spirit of adventure, Anita has for the past 40 years maintained a private pilot's license. An appetite for challenge is one of Anita Linsell's most pronounced characteristics, and it takes many forms. Some are charitable, such as her work as a trustee of Global Cancer Concern, or for a period running a research station in the Seychelles, involved in the introduction of what was considered to be an extinct species of giant tortoise. She has also chaired for 16 years the management committee that oversees the running of Dingley Hall, near Market Harborough, where she currently resides. The greatest challenge that Anita has taken up after a successful business career centres on this university. This engagement began in the mid-1990s when she enrolled as an undergraduate in history of art, which enabled her to enhance and discipline her command of a field that had always been a passion. Within 2 years of graduating, Anita had joined the standing committee of the university's Alumni Association, as she inevitably rises like bubbles through champagne, she soon became chair of the Alumni Association. In the course of what became 2 terms of office, she worked tirelessly for this university and its alumni. Her main objective was to effect change, to raise the profile of the Alumni Association, a key university body established under our founding Royal Charter. Initiatives varied from high-profile events, fundraising, Team Leicester in the Edinburgh Marathon in 2006, to constitutional revision. Awarding fellowships and grants to students assisted her cause. Membership of the University Council for 6 years enabled her to lobby for the change she considered necessary. This change was ultimately achieved and her vision fulfilled when the seeds that were then planted grew into the organizational structure that now exists. The end of Anita Linsell's terms of office did not mark any diminution of her commitment to this university. She has continued to serve on the university court and has also recently assumed the role of lay member of the university's Social Sciences Ethics Committee. She has supported the university's recent fundraising appeals for the new galleries wing at the Richard Attenborough Centre and the ambitious Cardiovascular Research Centre appeal, and is a regular attender at events organised by the wider university committee. Taken as a whole, this amounts to 20 years of selfless, committed service to this university, and today is our opportunity to say thank you and to honour her extraordinary contribution to the life and well-being of this university and its graduates. Mr. Chancellor, on the authority of the Senate and of the Council, I present to you Anita Linsell that you may confer upon her the degree of Doctor of Laws.
Well done, Anita. Congratulations to you. Thanks for what you've done for our university. I was here as well. Yes, good stuff.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends and fellow graduates, this is a very special day for us all. I think you will agree. I've attended many of these ceremonies in the past in my capacity of chair of the Alumni Association. I've always enjoyed them because they're happy events, everyone is excited and full of anticipation. When the letter from the university arrived on my doormat back in December, I had a flashback to one particular ceremony. At that ceremony, I arrived in due time, went to the dressing room, went to the place where my gown would normally be waiting for me, and there was no gown. Well, I called one of the dressers over immediately and told her what my situation was. She went away and 5 minutes later came back and handed me a gown, a beautiful red gown. Well, I was completely shocked. I said, I protested. I said, I can't possibly wear that gown. I would be an absolute fraud. So I was politely informed that if you don't put it on, you're going to miss the ceremony today because it starts in about 5 minutes. But by this afternoon, we will have the correct gown for you. So I put the gown on, and I thought it was absolutely magnificent. I thought, and in that split second, I thought it might be worth signing up for the course to wear such a gown. I didn't realize in years ahead that I would be able to wear this gown in my own right, and for that I thank the university, the President, Vice Chancellor, the Senate and the Council. I feel very proud today. And while I'm at it, I would also like to thank two others who I think may be in the hall today, and that is Kathy Whitehurst and Nigel Armitage. When I became chair of the Alumni Association, it was a very small office, and those two backed me 100% in the ideas I brought forward to instigate change. Now, back to the business of today, which is my fellow graduates. A lot of what I was thinking about saying, our President and Vice Chancellor has already said. But I'll say it anyway, if you don't mind. Today you've reached a milestone in your lives. You've worked very hard to obtain your degree. Now, this is an excellent degree from an absolutely first-class university, and so you can now go ahead with confidence. When I was thinking of what to say to you today, I analysed my own career path, and it appeared to me that I have followed three main rules to obtain any goal I had set myself at any point in time. And those rules are determination, application, staying power. It's not rocket science. Determination, application, staying power. Of course, you always have to have a plan, because if you don't have a plan, it's very difficult to get to a destination. In my own case, it was always a 5-year plan, but like most African states, after 3, I tore it up and reassessed. And the wild card in all this is luck. Now, if she comes anywhere near you, you have to grab that opportunity with both hands. I hope you enjoy your celebrations today, because I most certainly will. I don't think this is the last brush you'll have with academia. As you add to the knowledge of the subject you've been studying, you may decide to change direction. It's very competitive out there right now. Or you might just decide to study something for which you have a passion, whatever. So I hope we see you at the university again, either for study purposes or to attend one of the many alumni events that take place throughout the year. So on that note, I say I hope you have very good celebrations, and I wish you all the very best on your onward journey. Thank you.
Mr. President and Vice-Chancellor, as Head of the College of Science and Engineering, I present the following candidates for their degrees. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Tristram Broadbent. Adam Brown. Andrew Gleedall. Gihad Ibrahim. Idris Jahjaga. Anna Karhir. Dimitris Stratoulias. Sibrad van Biemer. Duyao Zhang. For the degree of Master of Science in Advanced Mechanical Engineering with Industry, Jayesh Chinchoy. For the degree of Master of Science in Reliable Embedded Systems, Mustafa Boyamon. Nicholas Gibbons. Mohammed Ismail. Conchita Luarunaswat. Glenn Mason. For the degree of Master of Science in Sustainable Management of Natural Resources, Mingju Shi. For the degree of Master of Engineering Aerospace, winner of the IMechE Best Project Certificate, Fraser Bridge. Winner of the University of Leicester Engineering Department Project Prize, the Institution of Mechanical Engineers Prize, the IMechE Best Student Certificate, and the IMechE Best Project Certificate, Matthew Candlin. Simon Humphreys. Shun Lam. Christopher Monroe. Wesley Ngo. Ian Philip Player. Tobias Reichhold. Ritika Shukla. Christopher Swain. Murali Topil. Mitchell Tischler. For the degree of Master of Engineering, Electrical and Electronic, Andreas Constantinou. Meng Fan. Wen Xiang He. Connor Mottram. Carol Shire. Hao Chen Shi. Lei Sun. For the degree of Master of Engineering General, Ruta Basishao Kiete. And for the longest list of prizes I have ever read, winner of the University of Leicester Engineering Department Project Prize, the Frederick Barnes Waldron Prize, the Institution of Engineering and Technology Prize, the IMechE Best Student Certificate 2013-14, the IMechE Best Student Certificate 2014-15, the IMechE Best Project Certificate, the College of Science and Engineering Prize, and, last but not least, the University of Leicester Department of Engineering Prize, Christina Brugger. Rebecca Costin.
Well done, Rebecca.
Shreyansh Kumar Patel.
Congratulations. Well done.
For the degree of Master of Engineering Mechanical, Dominic Befford.
Well done, Dominic. Congratulations. Well done.
Obaid Batty.
Congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Winner of the IMechE Breast Project Certificate, Benjamin Ingram.
Congratulations. Well done for the prize.
Yuk Lee.
Well done.
Theto Maidi.
Splendid. Well done.
Maxwell Mishak.
Well done, Maxwell. Well done.
Desire Michel.
Congratulations. Well done.
Ronald Moshoboro.
Congratulations. Well done.
Yunus Ovunk.
Congratulations. Well done.
Ryan Pitchford.
Well done, Ryan. Congratulations. Well done.
James Porter.
Well done, James. Congratulations.
Karen Wilson.
Congratulations. Well done.
For the degree of Master of Engineering Mechanical with Industry, Joseph Cherryman.
Well done, Joseph. Well done.
Thomas Donnelly.
Well done, Colin. Congratulations. Well done.
Ryan Curley.
Congratulations. Well done.
Winner of the Goldsmith Prize, Laura Taylor.
Well done, Laura. Congratulations on the prize.
Samuel Welsh.
Well done, Sam.
Andrew Whitehead.
Well done, Andrew. Congratulations.
For the degree of Master of Engineering Aerospace with Industry, winner of the R.A. Grierson Prize, Anthony Betts.
Congratulations. Well done.
Benjamin Flowers.
Well done, Benjamin. Well done.
For the degree of Master of Engineering, Software and Electronic Engineering, Mehmet Sameli.
Congratulations. Well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering Aerospace, Sneha Barman.
Congratulations. Well done.
Yung Chung.
Well done. Congratulations. Well done.
Pedro Correa da Silva.
Congratulations. Well done.
Alyeska Divasali.
Well done. Congratulations.
Winner of the Institute of Measurement and Control Prize, East Midlands Section, the IMechE Best Student Certificate, the IMechE Best Student Certificate again, and the College of Science and Engineering Prize, Jasper Doos.
Well done, Jasper. Impressive work. Well done.
Thomas Gill.
Congratulations. Well
Michael Golden.
done. Well done, Michael. Congratulations.
James Haney.
Well done, James. Congratulations.
Jamie Holland.
Well done. Congratulations.
Georgina Hunt.
Well done, Georgina. Congratulations.
Mark Jones.
Well done, Mark. Well done.
Milan Karun.
Congratulations. Well done.
Hisham Ur Khan.
Well done. Congratulations.
Mohammed Jamali.
Congratulations. Well done.
Faith Marimbarimba.
Well done, folks. Great to hear from you there.
Pagaram Abdul Mokmi.
Congratulations. Well done.
Christopher Rathbone.
Well done, Christopher. Well done.
Alexander Robinson.
Well done, Alexander. Well done.
Matthew Sear.
Well done. Congratulations.
Jay Shin.
Congratulations. Well done.
Winner of the David Ho Memorial Prize, George Tatakuta. Kenny Tail.
Well done.
Jayesh Upriani.
Well done. Congratulations.
Yvonne Wilson.
Well done, Yvonne. Congratulations.
For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Aerospace Engineering with a year abroad, Winner of the IMechE Best Student Certificate and the R.A. Grierson Prize, Helena Kirwan.
Well done. Good prizes there, well done.
Adam Ngoyin. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Aerospace with Industry, Simon Alban. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Electrical and Electronic, Dana Al-Jabor. Alireza Sheragi. Oswald Gatora. Eze Hua Maduinye. Ashish Jolwa. Alexander Kitson. Yikyu Lee. McKinley Lloyd. Ali Moshidi. Jonathan Panku. Mingyang Jiang. Wenju Jiang. Yunquan Zhu. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Electrical and Electronic with Industry, Alexander Jackson. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, General, Mohammed Azam. Tram Ngoyin. Winner of the IMechE Best Project Certificate, Frida Wong. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering Mechanical, Olutomi Abiodun. Hafsa Al-Haddad. Matthew Billing. Adam Butterwick. Winner of the University of Leicester Engineering Department Project Prize, Chun Chow. Chong Chow. Mahfuza Chowdhury. Zainul Arifin Dato Abdul Rahman. Winner of the R.A. Grierson Prize, Thomas Dawson.
Well done, Thomas. Well done, the prize.
Theodoros Efesoa. Omar Eid. Mohammad Fahad. Dmitry Filimonov. Sebastian Goodhue. Edward Grocott. Mohammed Haji Ali. Mohammed Hamid. Winner of the IMechE Best Student Certificate and the IMechE Best Student Certificate for a second time, and the Dunlop Polymer Engineering Division Engineering Prize, Carsten Harris. Oliver Hetherington. Winner of the University of Leicester Engineering Department Project Prize, the Institution of Mechanical Engineers Prize, the IMechE Best Project Certificate, and the TWI Best Student Prize, Diang He Shuang Lamat.
Well done. Congratulations.
Fehan Hussein.
Congratulations. Well done.
Ahmed Ishmael. Jack Jestico. Vishant Kapoor. Matthew Kiaku.
Congratulations. Well done.
Ka Luang.
Congratulations. Well done.
Umar Mangera.
Well done.
Hassan Munir.
Congratulations.
Jack Butch.
Well done. Congratulations.
Sheng Ong.
Congratulations.
James Otter.
Well done. Well done.
Rahul Patel.
Congratulations. Well done.
Robert Pearson.
Well done, Robert. Congratulations.
Ashish Rai.
Congratulations.
Tom Scott.
Well done.
Sunil Shahid Saidi.
Congratulations. Well done.
Emily Shepherd.
Well done. Congratulations.
Ben Sutherland.
Congratulations. Well done.
Matthew Rowe.
Well done, Matthew. Congratulations. Well done.
Keen Yip. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering Mechanical with Industry, Stuart Bevan.
Well done, Stuart. Congratulations.
Thomas Dawes.
Well done, Thomas. Congratulations. Well done.
Harry Fry.
Well done, Harry. Well done.
Joseph Inglefield.
Congratulations. Well done. Well
James Lloyd.
done. Congratulations.
Harsh Mohan.
Well done. Congratulations.
Chirag Mohanty.
Well done. Congratulations.
Anna Munday.
Well done.
Rory North.
Well done, Rory. Congratulations.
George Walker.
Well done, George.
For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Software and Electronic, Iqbal Ibrahim.
Congratulations.
For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Software and Electronic Engineering with Industry, winner of the University of Leicester Engineering Department Project Prize and the British Computer Society Prize, Sam Brown.
Well done on the prizes. Well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Communications and Electronic, Mohammed Said. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Communication and Electronic with Industry, Haris Siddiqui.
Congratulations. Well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering General with the Year Aboard, Paul Albury. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering Mechanical with the Year Abroad, Angela Garland.
Well done. Congratulations.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Geography, Sam Barrett.
Well done, Sam. Congratulations.
Rachel Bell. Eleanor Bennett.
Well done, Eleanor. Congratulations.
Thomas Bloomfield.
Well done, Thomas. Well done.
Amy Botley.
Congratulations. Well done.
Hannah Bowen.
Well done, Hannah. Congratulations.
Oliver Brabner.
Well done, Oliver. Well done.
Harriet Brooks.
Well done, Harriet. Congratulations.
Martha Brown.
Well done, Martha. Congratulations.
Natasha Carlin.
Well done, Natasha. Congratulations.
Amy Casey.
Congratulations. Well done.
Stephen Dawn.
Congratulations. Well done.
Jake Epton.
Well done. Congratulations.
Andrew Foxon.
Well done, Andrew.
Rebecca Fry.
Well done, Rebecca. Congratulations.
Declan Goodwin.
Congratulations. Well done.
Alexander Green.
Well done, Alexander. Well done.
Rebecca Harvey.
Well done, Rebecca. Congratulations.
Gemma Hill.
Well done. Congratulations. Well done.
Winner of the College of Science and Engineering Prize, Olivia Hockney.
Well done, Olivia. Well done.
Michael Jeffs.
Well done, Michael. Congratulations.
Joseph Kelly. Sophie Kelly.
Well done, Sophie. Congratulations.
Simon Lamming.
Well done, Simon. Well done. Well done.
Jessica Lishman.
Congratulations.
Oliver Milne.
Well done, Oliver. Well done.
Winner of the John H. Patterson Prize, Krishan Mistry.
Well done, Chris. Congratulations.
Nathan Moses.
Well done, Nathan. Congratulations.
Robert Pawson.
Well done, Robert. Congratulations.
Rebecca Prattley.
Well done, Rebecca. Congratulations.
Philip Rees.
Well done.
James Runakers.
Well done, James. Well done.
Patrick Spence.
Well done, Patrick.
Laura Walker.
Well done. Congratulations.
Elliot Webb.
Well done, Elliot. Well done.
Rhiannon Wilson.
Congratulations. Well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Geography with a year abroad, Elliot Beebe.
Well done, Elliot. Congratulations.
Matthew Brock.
Well done, Matthew. Well done.
Laura Harrod.
Well done, Laura. Congratulations.
Isabella Luboviashka.
Congratulations. Well done.
Winner of the Bruce May Dissertation Prize, the John H. Patterson Prize and the Michael Reed Memorial Prize, Emily Wallace. Natalie Wetherill.
Excellent. Congratulations. Well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Physical Geography, Louise Bolton.
Well done. Congratulations.
Nicole Hillier.
Well done, Nicole. Congratulations.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Geography, winner of the Norman Pye Prize, Sana Ali.
Congratulations. Well done.
Jasleen Olak.
Congratulations. Well done.
Frances Bentley.
Well done. Congratulations.
Daniel Bigsby.
Well done, Daniel. Congratulations.
Sarah Brown.
Well done, Sarah. Congratulations.
Dimitri Dukuna.
Congratulations. Well done.
Andrew Devine. Jacob Ellis.
Well done.
Katie Ennis.
Excellent. Congratulations.
Winner of the John H. Patterson Prize, Emma May Eshelby.
Congratulations. Well done, prize.
Matthew Fox.
Well done, Matthew. Well done.
Jolie Garner.
Congratulations. Well done.
Olivia Gormley.
Well done, Olivia. Congratulations.
Charlotte Goulder.
Congratulations. Well done.
Robert Hogwood.
Congratulations. Well done.
Sarah Hollins.
Well done, Sarah.
Bradley Hope.
Well done. Congratulations.
Michael Horton.
Well done, Michael. Congratulations.
Alice Jackson.
Well done, Alice. Well done.
Jake Jackson Rowe.
Congratulations. Well done.
William Jones.
Well done, Will. Congratulations.
Christian Lau.
Well done. Well done.
Chunyu Liu.
Congratulations. Well done.
Joseph Mathans.
Well done, Joseph. Congratulations.
Hannah Middleton.
Well done, Hannah. Congratulations.
Jessica Mistry.
Well done, Jessica. Congratulations.
George Murray.
Well done, George.
Jessica Neal.
Congratulations. Well done.
Bethia Noble.
Congratulations. Well done.
Eleanor Ogilvie.
Well done, Eleanor. Well done.
Louise Pierce.
Well done, Louise. Congratulations.
Jack Peet.
Well done. Congratulations.
Claire Pitton. Winner of the William Kirk Prize and the David Turnock Memorial Prize, Hannah Reid. Timothy Rigby. Ruth Sanders. Winner of the Geography Head of Department Prize, Laura Sharp. Harpreet Singh. Jodie Smith. Hannah Sturt. Isabella Taylor. Sophie Thompson. Zoe Thompson. Georgina Thornton. Alexander Tuff. Lewis Tomlinson. Lawrence Triance. Christopher Walton. Anna Warwick. Andrew Watkin. Winner of the Michael Reed Memorial Prize, Glenn Webb. Megan Wright. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Geography with a year abroad, Alice Cleary. Thomas Evans. Abigail Joyner. Lucy Morris. Theodorus Plowman. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Human Geography, Anna Boast. Kit Chan. Jack Collishaw. Alexander Copson. Megan Farmer. Charlotte Hales. Claire Howe. Samuel Jones. Lockley. Corinne Lord. Gabrielle Law. Chloe Weldon. Laura Whitley. Jonathan Williams. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Human Geography with a year abroad, Lauren Cresswell. Piers Gibson Birch. Molly Nielsen. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Mechanical, Muhammad Siddiqui. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Electrical and Electronic, Amobi Onyelo.
Her Excellency Atifete Jahjaga is President of the Republic of Kosovo. She is the fourth president to have been elected since Kosovo achieved independence in 2008, and the first woman president of Kosovo, and indeed of any state in the Balkans. From this distance, we may be tempted to think that presiding over a small, peaceful country is an easily manageable responsibility. Nothing could be further from the truth. Kosovo is a young country that has to defend its very existence, while at the same time bedding in democratic institutions, extending international recognition, seeking normalization of relations with Serbia, and moving towards entry into the European Union and the United Nations. To that daunting agenda, President Jahjaga adds another aspiration far in advance of Kosovo's neighbors to build an inclusive society, one that, for example, takes full advantage of the potential of women. Because of Kosovo's quota system, women now hold 30% of the seats in parliament and hold many of the senior positions in government. President Jahjaga stands at the forefront of this wholly new type of Balkan state. Indeed, she embodies the hope and the future of Kosovo and of its neighbors in the Balkans. Her Excellency received her primary, secondary, and university education in Pristina, which has been the capital of Kosovo since 1947. In February 1998, when the Kosovo War broke out, she was studying law at the University of Pristina. Many fled, but Atifete Jahjaga chose to stay. The war that she witnessed at first hand was extraordinarily brutal. Hostility towards ethnic Albanians that had begun with deprivation of jobs and the right to buy and sell property soon escalated into a war in which huge numbers of men were slaughtered and huge numbers of women were raped. After one particularly heinous massacre, NATO intervened and Serbia was forced to withdraw its troops. This left Kosovo as a fiercely contested land. In the Serbian version of Balkan history, its identity was forged in the Battle of Kosovo, the Field of the Blackbirds, in 1389. In this same area, the ethnic Albanians who formed and form the majority community had suffered on a huge scale, and it became clear that total independence for Kosovo was not only desirable, but also necessary. On graduating, Atifete Jahjaga decided to join the police. This was at a time when the police forces of the Balkans were politicized and widely seen as tools of oppression. Atifete came to the police with a different vision of a politically neutral police force. As she advanced through the ranks, she realized that she would benefit from additional training, and in 2006, she came to the University of Leicester, where she completed our postgraduate certificate program in criminal justice and police management. She returned to Kosovo, and in 2009, a year after independence, she became deputy director of the Kosovo Police. She advanced to the position of women officers in the police force, and under her directorship, the Kosovo Police became one of the most respected institutions in her country. On the 6th of April 2011, Atifete Jahjaga was announced as the consensual candidate for president of Kosovo by the Democratic Party of Kosovo, the Democratic League of Kosovo, and the New Kosovo Alliance. The following day, she was elected president, following the first round of voting, receiving 80% of the vote. This was the first time a president had been elected in the first round of voting. As a police officer of the new order, Atifete had not been active in the political sphere. She was instead elected for her personal qualities, notably her integrity and her exemplary record of public service. As president, Her Excellency has worked tirelessly to enhance the image of Kosovo internationally and to establish Kosovo as a member of the EU and the UN. At home, she has established the National Anti-Corruption Council with a view to exterminating the principal cause of economic injustice in her country. Women's empowerment has also been a key theme of President Jahjaga's presidency. She hosted an international women's summit entitled Partnership for Change, Empowering Women in 2012. And that led to the establishment of the Pristina Principles, affirming the rights of women to political participation and representation, economic resources, and access to security and to justice. As sexual violence had been used as a weapon of war, Her Excellency has been actively involved in the international movement to offer compensation to victims of such violence. The President has also worked with the many ethnic minorities within Kosovo, notably Serbs, but also Bosniak, Croat, Gorani, Roma, Turk, Ashgali, and Balkan Egyptians, all of whom must be brought into an inclusive society. Today, we honor Atifete Jahjaga as an alumna of the University of Leicester for her selfless public service to the country of Kosovo and for her tireless devotion to strengthening Kosovo as a nation, both internally and internationally, following the dark and bloody decade of war in the Balkans. We also recognize her work in promoting gender equality and the building of bridges between Kosovo's ethnic minority groups. We welcome President Jahjaga to the university and offer our congratulations. Mirë vjen në universitet e urime. Mr. Chancellor, on the authority of the Senate and the Council, I present to you Atifete Jahjaga that you may confer upon her the degree of Doctor of Laws.
What a terrific tribute. Congratulations. Yes, there you are. Well, thank you for coming. Yes.
Chancellor, President, and Vice Chancellor, dear students, distinguished guests, it gives me an immense pleasure and so many emotions to return to Leicester University after nearly a decade to receive this honorary degree from a place that showed to me that learning is a lifelong quest, inspired me with leadership, and taught me courage. They have been the three pillars on which I have leaned on, and the three values that guide me as the President of Kosovo, a position that today I carry with a great pride. I know that as you sit wearing your gowns and caps, graduation feels like a relief. There are no long all-nights to pull and no exams to fret over. And in a way, it is, because the inspiration that is instilled in you by the wonderful mentors, by the great faculty of this university, makes you impatient to take up challenges, to become the agents of change in your communities. And rest assured that you can be that change, that your dreams are reachable. And as Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, the Liberian president, once said, if your dreams don't scare you, they are not big enough. So, my dear class of 2015, dream big. I embellished the journey of my country. I completed my education under harsh repression. In makeshift schools that were a crucial part of our civil resistance and helped us survive and defeat a regime that violated every single human right, including the right to education. I went to school as artillery burned the villages and towns of Kosovo because I and my generation were determined to build a new, different of Kosovo, where all its people, regardless of ethnicity, regardless of gender and their faith, would live with equal rights and responsibilities in the country they call home. That day came in 1999 after a brutal war, and while many of us did not have the skills to lead our country from the destruction we inherited to prosperity. We were embraced by university, just like this one, which opened their doors to us, broke our isolation, and gave us the chance to learn so that we could become the change we wanted to see in our country. We remained forever grateful. We have built Kosovo from a war-torn place to a vibrant democracy. And Kosovo today is more than an episode of our common human history. It is our joint success story. Dear Chancellor, President, and Vice Chancellor, my dear students and distinguished family members, I am deeply moved by this honor, and I dedicated it to my own country and to its people, who never cease to amaze me with their strength and resilience. And today, I come here from a historic meeting for my country. I was honored by the exceptional reception at the Royal Court by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, to whom I expressed my country's gratitude for the role Great Britain has played in establishing peace in Kosovo. I and the people of Kosovo cherish this friendship. My dear friends, in a world in which our values are being constantly challenged, we must stand together around ideals that define us. We must seek inclusiveness. We must inspire change to allow for development. In a world in which we want to all live together, we must seek equality. This we must do in a full partnership. And please, remember this as you take on the next challenge to help your communities thrive and our societies to become the examples we wish them always to be. I heartily thank you for this prize.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I can't offer my few remarks without commenting on that splendid presentation that we've had from Her Excellency the President. I think it was a very moving address on a deeply inspirational subject, and I'm sure that's felt by absolutely everyone in this room. And we're delighted you've accepted this honorary degree. And of course, our other two honorary graduates that I shall certainly mention as well. We've heard about the service that Anita has given to the university with all that she's done with the people who've graduated here, all the alumni over the years. And we've also heard from Mike Batty, whose life really has been something of an anticlimax after having gone to school with John Lennon. You can't really improve on that. But I think all our honorary graduates, let's just show our appreciation for the three of them. And thank you to all of you as well. It really is a pleasure to be up here and shaking hands. An awful lot of people, but all happy, smiling faces. And I haven't seen so many happy, smiling faces since Leicester City avoided relegation. It's a kind of thing that brings joy to everyone, and you seem to have all enjoyed it. And some of the prize winners as well. When Professor Barstow was reading out one of the lists of prizes that we heard, I mean, there was time for us all to go for a cup of tea, really, while he read the list out. But it's been a very, very happy and enjoyable ceremony. And I just want to say a few words. It really will be a few words because we have to conclude pretty well on time because our guests have important further duties later on today. But I just want to say to all of you that celebrating today, that it's never forget the achievement of what you've done, particularly from those first days of uncertainty when you arrived as undergraduates on the very first day. And to all of you who've graduated today, I simply want to say very well done indeed. Your degree is a badge of achievement, of ability and endeavour. It's recognised as such both nationally and internationally. No one can take it away. It will always be there for you, and it'll always give you real confidence in your abilities, in your capacity to face challenges and to succeed. And I'm sure many times during the course of your degrees you have had doubts and uncertainties about difficulties en route. Well, you've proved you can master that, and that's perhaps the greatest strength of all that you will get from your achievement today. So you've every reason to be proud of your degree, and I hope of the university as well where you've obtained it. My university as well, I got my degree here a long time ago and sat where you are now and came up on the stage here and shook hands with someone who I wasn't quite clear who they were. And if anyone had said to me I'd be up here winding up the degree ceremony sort of 50 years later, I think I'd have told them to lie down until the feeling passed. It's not a kind of thing that one expects to happen. But this is a university which in 50 years of its life, more than 50 years now, has gone from strength to strength, both in student numbers and in the reputation that it has. And that's something that you should hang on to today, I think. It's consistently shown, because I think of its inclusiveness, its friendliness, its almost intimacy of the university, despite its huge growth in size. It's consistently shown strong league table performances in teaching and in student satisfaction. We're a university which is enriched by students from around the world and from the widest range of backgrounds. And amongst leading universities, we score strongly on government inclusivity benchmarks for students from state schools, from parts of the country with historically low levels of student entrance, and from families where no one previously had attended a university. And as the Vice-Chancellor has already said, we're a famous university. You've been here at a pretty good time. I mean, you don't often find kings in car parks, and you've been here when that has happened. And what national and international acclaim it's received, and people lining the streets to cheer on the day when the king was reinterred. That doesn't happen with many pieces of university research. Only last week, I attended a very prestigious Royal Society summer exhibition in London, where a display was held, and this is the citation from the Royal Society of the 22 most exciting, cutting-edge science and technology achievements in the United Kingdom, and our work on Richard III was one of those 22. So we've every reason to be proud, and I hope that when you move on from Leicester University, you'll feel a warm glow, as I certainly do as a former student, whenever the work of the university which we attended is recognised and acclaimed, as assuredly it will be in the future. And let me say a word, just a brief word, about the other part of our audience today at the back and in the galleries and standing room only. I mean, that's I know it's a bit uncomfortable standing for this length of time, but it makes you feel good on the stage when you've got a standing room only audience. And I just want to say to you, the friends, the family, and the supporters of those of you who've graduated, thank you so much for coming along. And thank you as well for the encouragement and support that you've given to our students over the years. You have every right to share a sense of pride in their success. And I hope very much that for you today has been both an enjoyable and a memorable occasion. And finally, and this is what one of our honorary graduates has said today, but I make no apology for repeating it. I just want to say, as we look to the future, as you look to your future, most of all I want to say to you, good luck. Some say that luck's one of life's most important ingredients. My own life has been in politics, a very different kind of politics from the president and a much junior kind of politics from the president. But in all aspects of politics, luck so often is a factor, as in other parts of life. People earlier this year in the general election, some go to Westminster in triumph and some with just a few votes fewer leave via the back door unceremoniously. And those elements of luck, political biographies are full of unplanned turning points, of chance, of circumstance, of being in the right place at the right time. So luck is a factor, but I know that the degree that you've been awarded today will have altered any odds substantially in your favour for whatever lies ahead. And just to put everything into perspective and to close this ceremony very nearly, I just need to remind you of this, to remember at adverse times in life that the three people that I've remained in contact with since we all graduated 50 years ago, we meet regularly, there are 4 of us, and we reminisce. And of the 4 of us, far and away the most successful financially is the one who failed his degree. So remember that. Yeah. I would never say that to second-year students because of that. But whatever the future holds, I hope you'll keep in touch with your university because, of course, your success, at least in part, is our success as well. Your predecessors over more than half a century have contributed massively to making Leicester University the fine institution that it is today. And I know that you will all be adding to that. So good luck, thank you, well done, and all the very best of the future. And now the final formal part of the proceedings is for me to formally declare this degree congregation closed.